Hello everybody, as you enter the room, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. I thought I'd come online and see if you guys have any concerns or want any cards pulled or whichever. See how you're doing. How is everybody doing? Say hi once you enter the chat. Let me know where you're coming from. Does anyone have any concerns as of late with the energies going on or what's happening? I can tell you what's happening for me. It's a whole lot of, I don't know, apprehension's not the right word. I'd probably say I think it's really a time to embrace our faith. I'm having a hard time with embracing faith myself. I put my energy out there to do the best I can with faith. And while that's all wonderful and well and good and all, a lot of times, you know, faith only carries you so far. A lot of times action's what's necessary. Yeah, very true. So, does anyone have any concerns as I shuffle the cards? Would anyone like me to pull them a card? Or would you like to chit-chat about something? What's on your mind? Say hello. I got 4 people here. Let's see who's all coming on in. Would you guys like cards pulled, or would you like channeling sessions? Do you have any concerns about the energies going on? Have you been experiencing the solar flares? Hi, Angel Wings. Welcome. Thanks for joining me this evening. Where are you coming from? Where are you hailing from? I feel as though there's going to be some very welcomed news come in for some people. Arizona. Well, welcome from Arizona. Good news coming in for people that's going to help them lay the burdens down. I feel as though, like I was saying before, it's an absolute time of faith. Needing faith. Oh, Vermont. Welcome from Vermont, Sabrina. An absolute time where faith is needed, although I feel as though faith might be hard to come by for some at this point in time. It's almost like there's this, we feel some manipulation energy. Maybe we've got to reprogram our own minds and moving forward. It's almost like if you're sad, it's like telling yourself that you're not sad. It's just a momentary blip in the matrix or something. Or if you're feeling like things aren't possible, telling yourself that all things are possible, and you know that from personal experience. It's almost like taking a moment in order to change your thought patterns, change the way that you think about life, change the way that you view things and how you move forward. There's a need, I feel a need for a lot of us to take control in certain circumstances and situations. But I feel as though in some sort of way, the divine is holding us in a pattern until divine timing is met. And there's some sort of thing about putting in the work here, not just work where physical work is concerned, where job is concerned, but work where your mind is concerned as well. That's very important. It's like being in it to win it, but not at the cost of your own mentality, not at the cost of yourself, not at the cost of who you are. Some people could be dealing with bosses right now, people in power, maybe that you've put over you that aren't necessarily over you. Boss, judges, CEOs, could be legal situations. You could be feeling controlled, maybe not having enough freedom to develop your own skills or your own desires. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And there needs to be a thought process and changing in the way that you think about that. There could be somebody talking with a doctor about circumstances and situations, perhaps genetic issues in the family is what I'm getting. And I feel as though that's all going to come through very well for you. But there's a need to definitely take control over your health, over your belief set. I almost feel as though the belief set about that you are prone to your family's genetics or something like that. There's a belief set based on that you're prone to what happened in your family that might be hindering your movement forward. There. That's interesting. Interesting. So for me, it's been very hard dealing with the shifts in energy with the solar flares. It's like at times there's absolute extreme exhaustion, I feel, and at times there's just an enlightenment and the energy lifts and all of a sudden I feel fantastic, and then just a little while later the energy shifts again and I'm left in this feeling of, well, anxiety. That's a good way to put it. It's like anxiety, and I actually have to meditate my mind and my energy out of the anxiety. But as soon as I sit there and quiet my mind and quiet everything, it doesn't, the energy, the feeling doesn't necessarily go away. But there's definitely a growing that's going on. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. There's a growth and a growing that's going on, and an awakening to what our passions are and how it is we do what we do. All of those types of things. At least that's what's coming online for me. It's not necessarily stopping what you're doing, but changing how you do it, and kind of like maybe not changing how you do it. What's the word I'm looking for? Divine. Being more creative. Oh, I feel the same way, Lisa. And I just split the deck when you asked that question, or when I saw it, and it says wishing upon a star. So there's something you've wished for that is going to come. It's a 12 energy, so that's a number 3, which ends up in the major arcana being, oh, I see. So you're trying to manifest something, grow something, bring something about, but you're dealing with the competing emotions. You're dealing with the competing energies of your mind and the heart. You're dealing with the competing finances and who to get on board with the situation, or will I even have somebody take me up on this offer? You're dealing with the let's see, we got the wands, the 3 of wands. It's like waiting. Will it ever stop? Can I move forward at some point in time? That's what all the 3s are. And the Empress is the one who sits there and wait for it to come along. But the Empress is pregnant. So when they say that in the Empress card, she's like 3 months pregnant or whatever. So in 6 months, you'll manifest that. So how long have you been in a hole? See, for me, it's been a deficit in my world for almost a 2-year span of energy, of passion, of feeling like your heart's on board, all of these things. So it would be interesting to find out what your rising sign is. All right, Angel, I'm going to pull you a card. I'm going to pull you a card for the rest of the week. Or for next week, I guess. Well, from Friday, how's that sound? Friday to Friday. Split the deck. Oh boy. You're definitely being, led to a new understanding. You're being led to a new understanding. You're in hangman mode, waiting for something to come to fruition, being led to a new understanding. You're definitely being enlightened about some things. Yeah. I almost feel like there's, for you, there's a misrepresentation of what are the 4 pillars of your life. And that's going to continue through the next week for you, Angel Wings. I'll pull one card. If you guys want more than one card, you can leave a $10 donation down in the pay spot. In the pay spot. You know what I'm saying. All right. Let's pull one card for Lisa, I think it was. Lisa wanted cards. Live chat. Yes. Top chats. Lisa wanted cards. Yep, Lisa. I'm going to pull Lisa a card. Lisa, do you want an oracle card or a tarot card, darling? I should have asked Angel Wings that. I don't know what... Oh, Florida. Nice. Well, welcome from Florida. All right. The Divine's asking you not to give up on what you've created, Lisa. I feel almost like you want to jump ship and head in a new direction. But it's because you're like, there's a wounded warrior type energy for you here. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like there's a... You've been through it. I can tell you that much. For sure. I see that in the cards. And it's almost like you feel like you're going to get out of it and then something comes back. It's like just the same thing over and over again. Will I ever be able to move forward with this? Lisa, what is your rising sign? Do you know? Or what is your sun sign? We could go with that too. I'm going to pull you a card. Wow, everybody's getting them. You already know. This is about listening to your intuition and having a direct line of communication between you and the divine. But I feel as though you're struggling with the information you have, and perhaps there's a decision needs to be made, but you fear making the wrong decision. Or perhaps it's listening to mind over your gut, or which one's which. I don't even know which one's which. Which one's my mind talking to me and which one's my gut talking to me? How do I know the difference? That's the energy I'm getting for you. I think it's causing a kind of like a ripple of energy through your life, but it's almost like you can't quite catch the wave. There's something about an energetic wave that you can't quite catch, but you do know what I feel like. There's an inner knowing, or if there's not yet, there will be an inner knowing over the next week come to you about this. I looked at the letters. Blind justice is what I saw. It's like waiting blindly for justice to be served in some sort of way. Interesting. Does anyone else want a card that's in the room? If you want more than one card, you can leave a donation or a $10 donation down in the super chat. Would anyone else like a card? Would you like an oracle card or would you like a tarot card? Whoa. Stacy L, welcome. How you doing? Long time no see, girl. Okay, we'll do Stacy first. Stacy, do you want money or love, darling? That's a good question. Money or love, right? Yeah, that's a good question. Love. Love, 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 love. Lynette, thank you so much. From Melbourne, Australia. Okay. Let me see. We'll pull one for Stacy first. Ooh, Stacy. Love, I got the Queen of Wands. It was Stacy I was pulling for first, wasn't it? Halo's memory is a little shot here. Yeah. Okay, so Stacy, for you, I have the Queen of Wands. Very intuitive. Whatever you're dealing with right now, one, I'd say you're either feeling very creative or intuitive or whichever, wanting to create your own movement forward, wanting to create the new for you. This thing is like come up and just asked me if I wanted to stop streaming, so I'm just trying to get that under wraps. Anyway, distracted. I think whatever it is you're trying to create or whatever it is you're trying to do, there could be some distraction. As I just got distracted, but you're feeling very intuitively led. I feel as though whomever you're dealing with, you feel is incredibly good looking. They have it going on. Maybe they're a creator themselves. Feeling like I think there could be some sort of concern about whether you will burn during these challenges or not. Will you get burnt again is the question. And almost feel as though whatever it is you put your hand to right now, there's nothing that can burn the situation down. There's nothing that can derail you from your goal, whether that's love, money, career, finance, whatever it is. But be creative in your approach to whatever it is you want to do. Okay? Love or otherwise. All right. One card for Patricia. Love. Love for Patricia. One card. Love for Patricia. One card. Love for Patricia. Oh boy, I got the 9 of Pentacles. Whatever it is, Patricia, where love is concerned, you are looking real good, or someone else is. I think you've been enjoying quiet time alone. I think you'd like to come out of that quiet time alone. When will my next person come? I think that there's been a lot of focus on your finances, maybe a single time, or yeah, maybe you're coming up to a time where you want to be single. I'm not sure. But I've got the 9 of Pentacles here, and this is typically the single person, but it's also the person that's in control of their life, regardless of what's going on in love for you. Maybe you're in love with your money or your animals or passion. Maybe you're in love with somebody who has passion for building a solid career, a solid life. Maybe in love, that will be the next person that comes your way. And if you're concerned about whether they are single or not, they will be. And if you're concerned about any of that, well, clearly whomever this is has got it going on. Okay? All right. You're welcome. Lynette Williams. Hi, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I'm been looking for a new home. The one I have rented 4 years has been sold. Did I find it this morning? Whoops. I have applied, keeping fingers crossed. The energies lately not helped the stress. Oh, I feel you there. I feel you there, Lynette, about the stress. Oh boy, do I feel you. All right, let's pull cards for Lynette. You're welcome, Patricia. All right. Lynette, is the house you applied for this morning the one? Let's pull you a 4-card spread and see what we get. 4-card spread. I'll split the deck. Once more, I just heard, and again. Okay, there we go. I feel as though, Lynette, that you did this needing to leave the other house and it being sold come to you a little quickly and abruptly, because I feel like you feel as though you were left out in the cold a little bit there. Wow. I got the Queen of Wands for you as well. I got an offer coming in, the Page of Cups. You're going to love that. Something that's going to take you for the long term, the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands. A passionate decision, a solid offer, is though I have all yes cards here. But how they want to move forward with you renting the house might be a little different than you expect. Yeah, see here on the bottom of the deck again, Lynette, I have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Anyways, so I have the Queen of Wands. First card is the Queen of Wands. I don't know how you guys see it from left to right. So this is how I would read the cards is to the right, okay? So the Queen of Wands, being creative, there's an opportunity coming in. I have the Knight of Pentacles next, which is a solid offer, an absolute solid offer. It's almost like there might be a change in the lease or in something you want to add to the agreement after. But there is an offer coming in here, and we have next the Two of Wands, so a decision needing to be made. Yeah, it's exactly what I see there. So I'm just going to pull one card. Will you get the house? Actually, I'm just going to split the deck. Will you get the house? I almost feel like what they're going to say, you are not going to see the positive in it. And there will be a decision that needs to be made. But there is a solid offer coming in. Is it one of these people that say, oh, we'd like for you to rent the place, and then they decide to change something? It's what I'm getting last minute. They decide to change something. I have the 6 of Cups here. It's almost like there's a part of you that is romanticizing the past house you used to have, and why do I have to leave the house I had? Or there will be celebration here in your new home. I don't know if the one you applied for today will be the one, but if it's not, it's not what the divine would want you to have. I'm going to pull you an oracle card because I feel as though like it all looks good, but something just feels shifty. Something feels shifty. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. So you'll have to take that as it resonates. I wonder if you thought, are you talking yourself into this place you saw today being the best place for you or something? And it's another 5. Something to do with great change here for you. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. So this tells me that whatever house it is you're going into, whether this one gets turned down or not, it will be because the divine wants you, and if you have children, in the right house. There's something about that for you. I hope that resonates. Your prayers are being answered and received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Interesting. It's almost like as you want this house to be the one that yields you the benefit, this more solid long-term opportunity is going to come in. See, here's you. Here's an offer coming in that's like itty-bitty, right? straight towards you. Okay. But it's itty bitty, and there's something a little bit off about it. But what you're not seeing yet is a massive, solid opportunity. And while you might end up getting them both, you're going to need to make a decision on which one works for you. Which one will allow you to be the most creative? Which one will be most friendly for your children, if you have children? That's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull from a different deck for you. Well, I just split it in half. Events start moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors or like-minded friends. So there's something to do with unity and the divine moving you. Communication coming in, and you're going to need to move quickly. I don't know if you've started packing yet, but I would get on that like fast. Because whatever is coming is going to happen fast for you. And I have the Emperor next and the Six of Swords. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Yeah, there's something about logic and reason coming in here, but I mean, I got two major arcana as well. That's crazy. Out of 4 cards, that means largely in part the divine is in control of the whole show, really. Okay, did someone else pay some money, or was that more? Oh, that's Sabrina. My father passed away last spring and willed me the family farm. I had a lot of anxiety about running the farm. Please pull some cards for me. Okay, we'll do that. How has it been going since then, Sabrina? The family farm. How has it been going since then? I've gotten time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs. Now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, your own needs, to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So there's something between you and another that needs healing. Becca loves, I'm having a hard time with a newish relationship. I'm not sure if our discussion. Okay, I'll get to you shortly, darling. A lot of work. Yeah, okay. The answers are a little bit delayed from when you guys send them. So if I don't get right back to the things that you've posted, that's why. It's like probably a 20-second delay from when you hear me speaking to whatever you're writing come up, just so you know. Yeah, I've got the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands for you. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. You've come into your own new partnership or contracts. Continue to move forward. Okay, Sabrina, have you thought about, I don't know how big the family farm is, but there's decisions to be made and coming into agreements with others. So what I'm feeling is you may lease some land to other people that want to utilize it. I'm not sure where you're located, but there's other things that you can do with the land so that it's less for you to manage, but yet the land is still being used for its intended purpose. I almost feel as though it's like there's a need to hire on a hand. Or maybe allow someone to live in a building or something that is, or a room, and they are a hired hand type of thing. That's what I'm getting. Hi, Ishika. I'm trying to get back to Sabrina's comment. There we go. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting, is that you should rent out or lease some of the land and rent out a building or something. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I don't know what the land was used for, but if you can lease certain parts of the land for these things, then it would really help you. The land could be used for its intended purpose, and other people might have brilliant ideas to bring to you. It would take a lot less work. And I think it's just a real big need for you to get creative with the circumstances and the situation. Now, did your father leave you anything that's living? Like animals or a dog or something? Did your father leave you living animals? I can pull you one card, but if you want more than one card pulled for your next week, you have to give a $10 donation. There's some sort of contract. Cat and your 2 horses. There's some sort of contract or something that you have with the land, and I don't know if you've ever done some sort of meditation or a healing circle or a earth, wind, water, air type meditation circle, but I might highly suggest it to you to find out what the land is trying to tell you. I know that may sound woo-hoo to some, but I think it would be very wise for you to ask the land what it wants you to know, because I feel like there's some sort of soul connect with the land that you're dealing with. I'm trying to cover up this card so I don't get dinged from YouTube about the Lover's card. Don't judge me, it's happened. So anyway, yeah, there's some sort of soul connect that you have with the land that you've not experienced yet. Well, maybe you've experienced it energetically, but there's something about it being something the land wants you to know. As I see the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Cups in reverse, I don't think you were very happy about taking it on initially, but you're willing to, being it's been left to you. I feel as though if you took the land and maybe even took things in a new direction to bring in the finances to take care of the land. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that. You should look into some of those things. Okay. Let's see who is next, darlings. Okay. Sabrina, I got to Lynette. Becca. Becca was next. All right, let's find out what's going on with Becca in this newish relationship situation. You're welcome. Becca or Sabrina, if you would like to have more ideas on that, leave me a message down below in the comments after the video or whatever, and then I will get back to you with some more ideas on that. Now, for the next one, I have the Tower and a wish granted. So yes, it's absolutely healable, Becca. I just want to make sure I'm still talking yes to the right person. Okay. So yes, it's absolutely healable. And it's a wish granted for that to happen, but I think it will surprise you. Andy is his name. It will surprise you very much in how that comes forward. Okay. So definitely I can see the connection, because the Tower wouldn't come in if it wasn't a severe connection. If it was just a fly by the night of whatever connection, the Tower wouldn't be here. This is universal energy. I don't think the universe dabbles terribly much in things that are of very little consequence, if that makes sense. So it is a very deep connection. I think you really need to marvel at the fact that right now, in this new-ish situation, that you can repair the cracks in the foundation. You have a moment to look at where things are faulty, because if it had gone further, it would not be repairable. It would not be repairable moving forward if it had gone further. So thank good God it happened now, whatever that is. So your disagreements, did somebody walk away from the circumstance or situation? Is there a pause in action due to the disagreement? Because I saw the 8 of Cups. Somebody wants, they're happy, and I get the 7, 8, and 9 of Cups. There's some sort of illusion or confusion around what the truth is, or what someone's wish granted is. Looking at options as to how to move it forward. Once the correct direction is found, it's going to move really fast. And packed his bags. Well, anger is just that, right? It's an emotion, and it's a very beautiful emotion because it reminds us of where we're spiritually wounded inside. So now you know where he is spiritually wounded inside. You also know where you are spiritually wounded inside. Difference of opinions. Let's see. The Emperor. Dang, when is his birthday? Because he's coming out loud and proud as I will not be controlled. I bet that's both of you. So we have 2 people in Emperor energy going head to head. You're very welcome. Hi, spirit heart gods and goddesses. Nice to see you. The Emperor. The Emperor. If that's both your energy, someone's got to concede to Empress energy or it ain't gonna work. Like Scorpio. Well, why does that not surprise me? Why? Because this is Aries and Scorpionic energy combined, and North Node's in Aries. So that doesn't surprise me. What is your sign? Are you a Taurus by chance? Oh, you guys are being very headstrong right now. Let's see. What do I need to know about this Emperor? What is the Emperor up to? Oh, hermit mode. Dang. So your Emperor blew his top. He's in hermit mode now. Doesn't want to talk. Figures he knows what the truth is. And this could be you and or him or both. And you both got cold feet about moving forward. You both love each other. And like it's a wish granted. But there's so much confusion about how to move forward. Now I don't know what all y'all are bickering about. But you're mirroring each other in the energy. You put your foot down and said, this is the way it's going to be. And he put his foot down and said, this is the way it's going to be. And you both agree on how mad you are at each other. You don't agree to disagree. You just agree on how mad you are at each other. It's like you put up a mirror and whatever you want to say to him, go stand in front of the mirror. I know it seems counterproductive. Go stand in front of the mirror. And whatever you want to say to him, say to yourself. And truly, it will be enlightening beyond your wildest dreams. Because your energy and his energy are mirroring each other right now. We have a wish granted. Absolute soul energy coming in here. The divine is all over this. And there's something about taking a time out and allowing your thoughts to manifest in a new way. You got to allow your mind to tell you a new story about how your heart feels. When you do this, you bring your heart consciousness up to your mind and you start thinking with your heart. It's the best way I can explain it. See, when all of this happened, you guys were using mental energy and passion energy, which is from your sacral chakra, which is fine. But if your heart doesn't get involved in the situation, then whatever comes out of your throat is not going to be in balance, you see? That's why you have a throat chakra, to bring your heart and your mind and the rest of your chakras through. I could stand in front of a mirror and say, you are so stubborn. You just want it your way. You just this. Everything has to be how you want it. You want this and you want that. Well, that I'm sitting there talking to myself too, right? Yeah. So maybe the question you could ask is, how can we come to a mutual agreeing to disagree, or a mutual understanding on it? Was it about money? Was it about fame? Was it about who brings what to the table? Was it about children? Was it about, what was it about? Clearly, you're both incredibly passionate about it. Clearly, he's had soul lessons that have led him to wisdom on the situation. You've had soul lessons that have led you to wisdom on the situation. But did you both stop to think that the wish granted in and of the whole situation is to bring them together, for you to not to disagree or agree to disagree, but to bring both understandings together to create a new path forward, so that you can walk away from the lesson and start emanating in movement forward? Who's going to be the first to break the silence? I got silence here. Who's going to be the first to break the silence? And I've got 9 of Pentacles. Someone would rather be single than deal with the emotional crap. I wonder whose mouth that came out of. Or whose heart that is coming out of. So there's a fundamental breakdown, Becca. Okay? You know what it is you want. And if you stay in the circumstances, is it true to your soul or not? You can't make someone want to concentrate on you, soulmate or otherwise. Soulmates are just basically here to teach us to stand up for what it is we want and what it is we desire. Well, let him walk away then. Be who you are. Maybe at some point in time he'll come back around, but you could be soulmates not to be together forever, but soulmates so that you learn how to stand in your power and say, no more will I accept someone that does not see my value. You're in pre-Empress energy right now, and you could step forward right up into Empress energy if you choose to. And it's interesting because when I put this guy down on the table, he was in reverse, so it's rather tyrannical what he's doing. Why is he with you if he wants to focus on other women? Like, why? What does he want that for? He wants his cake and eat it too. Well, there's lots of other women out there that will do that. So then let him do that. So he has a good connection with the children, and he has a good connection with you. Clearly, the foundation, the fundamentals of who you are being violated. Because you've set this in motion that this is what you will accept and what you will not accept. So let him go have what he will accept. And stop going, oh yeah, but if only. Well, your victory is going to come when you, well, it's already come because you put your foot down. So you've already had a victory. So step into Empress energy and own what it is your soul wants. Do not go backwards. Do not try and force him to go backwards. If he comes back saying, no, you made your mind. You made up your decision about what you want. Up you go. When someone, here's the best advice I can give you. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The first time they show you who you are, please, please, please believe them. And don't think that your energy or your love is so special and empowered that you will change who they are, because they have made their own decisions to be who they are. So allow who it is your soul desires next to come to you. Thank you, Angel Wings. That's very nice of you to say. What about them do you love? Yeah, see, live and learn, right? Live and learn. I learned that from Oprah, and I'm still putting it into practice today. Trying, it's a constant thing. It comes around like a bad cycle, and an itchy case of athlete's feet. Thank you. Appreciate that. I know it's not easy, and it's definitely not explainable. How did you two meet anyways? Boy, it's a new-ish relationship. And like, I don't know, man, for him to show you that part of him up front like that fast, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. A lot of people just keep you in the background and they lie to you and they this and they that and they do things behind the scenes and then come out to you later when your health is failing and whatever else, and you got to try and dig yourself out of that heap. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see yourself in him, right? He's standing up for what he believes and you're standing up for what you want. So you see yourself in him. You see him as powerful. You see him as all of these things, just like what you want. But he's on the wrong train, right? Yeah. Well, that's why I got the 3 of Pentacles, because you've been in it for 3 months. That's three months of thank God it's 3 months and not, you know, a year and 2 months like it was for me last go around. Look at that. Tower at 3 months. I can't even. And this is the card of third-party situations and scenarios. The cards just never lie, I am telling you. Was there someone else that paid for a reading? I don't even know. I gotta look again. It is painful, but soul lessons are painful, you know? We don't come here. Man, if we didn't experience pain, I can't believe I'm going to say this crap to somebody. If we didn't experience pain, what would we understand as joyful and bliss? Right? What would we understand as joyful and blissful if we didn't experience the pain? You're welcome. Much love to you. Stand true to who you are and do not go about someone else's whims in order to be who it is you know your soul wants, like what it is you know your soul wants. Don't bend that way. If it's a soul calling for you to want someone strictly and directly unto you and unto yourself, then that's what you go for, because when you bend is when you start to compromise your soul. And you think you're in pain now? Oh boy, when you compromise your soul, I tell you, pain comes unlike any other. Oh boy, I tell you what. Do not do it. That's all I got to say. Would anyone else like a card pull? I get a free card if you want a card pulled for you. I think someone else mentioned wanting a card pull. I don't know. I'm going to have to scroll way back. Way back and see. Spirit, Becca, Sabrina, Ishka. How's it going? Ishka. Is Ishka still in the room? Would Ishka like a card? And Spirit want a card? Whomever. Spirit, heart, gods and goddesses. Ishka. Would Ishka like a card pulled? Who's in the room that Ishka? May I get a card pull as well? Yes, you may. I'll give you one card. I'll give you one card. Do you want it to be Oracle or Tarot? And would you like it about love or money? As I take a sip of my drink. Helena. Okay, you're next, Helena. Helena. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Tarot and love. Everybody wants to know about love today. That's awesome. Love, love, love. Love for Ishka. love. I don't know if I'm saying that right either. Ooh, challenging information. Challenging information. So you might be dealing with somebody who is a little immature, who is very on guard, or this could be your energy, very on guard to new opportunities and new situations. It's like someone's been burnt and they're starting off a new mental journey. Perhaps in their mind, they've learned something. And so now they're putting into practice, but they're doing it in a new sort of way or a new form. Now, this could also be ingenious ideas about how to deal with a person. But I would say that in love, this could be you watching someone from afar, someone watching you from afar. There's so many meanings to this card. I can't even. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. I feel like you're waiting for someone to show their true colors. It's like, you're like, in your mind, you're like, we'll see. Yeah. And I think it's because of something new you've learned, or a new way of doing something you've learned. The number 51 is going to be very important for you coming up. So through great challenge and difficulty, you have a new start, but it comes into a 6, which brings about balance in your life through whatever this is. I would say that you're approaching love, or whomever you're dealing with right now is approaching love in a very mental capacity, not necessarily through the heart, because I would say that you feel as though, or someone else feels as though, their heart has let them down in the past. That's what I'm getting for you, Ishka. Both, actually. That's cool. All right. All right. So next was Spirit, Heart, and Gods and Goddesses. I'll pull you a tarot card. Let's see what we're getting here. Spirit, Heart, Gods and Goddesses. Oh, I don't know who you are, but I know I've seen you around forever and ever. 2 cards popped out for you, darling. I got good news coming in, then the Ace of Cups, new home, new life, new love, new job, new you. So this is a brand new beginning, but it's because of all the hard work you've done so far, bringing balance to your emotions. Good news coming in, creative ideas, creative projects, passion, drive, charisma, that's it. Feeling very charismatic about how you move forward with things. This is beautiful energy. If you're dealing with love, if you're dealing with finances, taking something you do creatively is really going to pay off. Big, real big. That's a very clear message. It's like a whole new start to fill with whatever it is you want to fill it with, emotionally speaking. Okay, next was Helena. Pull a card for you. Career. Helena for career. Helena for career. You're very welcome. Career for Helena. Career. Oh, man, you're supposed to use your intuition. Your gut is bang on. Okay, so you're having a hard time deciding whether it's your gut talking to you or your mind. I have the Sun card. Helena, girl. Embrace your inner child to bring on whatever this is, this warmth, this glow, this feeling like a kid again at work yet. Whew. Is it something you used to do when you were young that you're embracing now? I don't know what that is, but man, that's beautiful energy. I tell you what. And before that, I got the High Priestess I saw as the cards were flipping. It's like, you know, your gut is totally telling you what to do, and you are on the right path with the Sun card coming out. Holy Hannah. That's a big deal. The Sun card doesn't appear for no reason. The Sun card appears when the time is right, and the time is now. Yeah, that's beautiful energy. Beautiful. I want to get the Sun card for career. That would be amazing. All right, would anyone else like a card pull or a full reading? You're welcome. Oh, look at that, bottom of the deck. I got the High Priestess in. Who in here has their own? I just got told that someone in this room, or many someone's, have their own deck of tarot cards, but they doubt or don't know exactly how to read what's in front of them, or they doubt what they're reading. Who is it? There's someone. Spirit just told on you. Mm-hmm. Told on you. Maybe you need to work with somebody else so you can get help with that. Does anyone in this room have their own deck of tarot cards? Yes, you imagine. So, and you don't know, okay, I'm going to give you a little advice. If you want the advice, I'm going to give it to you and take it or not. It's my channel, so I'll do it. So basically, if you put your phone up, just even on audio record or whatever, to record a video, you don't have to record yourself, but pull the cards and read it as if you were reading to someone else. Then listen back to the audio. That is your message for you. But read it as if you were reading for someone else. Plain and simple. And then you'll have your answer. And give all the advice you'd give someone else, and everything else you'd give somebody else. You do that. And it'll come right back to you, and you'll be like, why didn't I see that before? Because I know, because that's what I used to do when I couldn't read for myself. Yeah, it'll help you move away from rough waters to calm waters in your mind. It'll bring you some sort of, upper edge on things. Oh my gosh, I just saw the Seven of Swords in a different way, because after this comes the Seven of Swords. It's almost like having an upper edge mentally. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Would anyone else like a card pull or a reading? I've almost been on here for an hour, if you can believe that. Almost been on for an hour. I don't know if Sabrina is still in the room, but I just got a message from your dad. And he says you're doing better than you give yourself credit for. And there's something about credit. My nose gets itchy when I channel, but there's something about credit he wants you to look into in a circumstance or situation. He says you should know what he's talking about. Also something about refurbishing chariots, or what do you call them? Not chariots, but sleighs. Refurbishing sleighs. Something about that. I don't know, he's showing me the old sleighs with the lantern and the snow in the winter. Like back in the day, man. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Something about refurbishing sleighs. I don't know what that's about, but you'll have to take it as it resonates. Or old wagons. Something about old wagons. Riding, giving rides, or I don't know, something about that. Where you're thinking about turning something into a business. He's saying that's a good idea, and you could get credit for it. Yeah, I don't know. You're like, he's gonna be like, oh, and she's gonna be like, nope, ain't happening. Oh, that's about. All right, let's pull an oracle card and I'll read it out for the week ahead for everybody in the room. And then I will close off this reading. Okay. For the week ahead, for the people in the room, can you give me an oracle card, please? If someone's in the room and has not liked the video yet, please do so. I'd really appreciate that. All right, a card, an oracle card. I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck, just so you know, if anyone's interested. Just going to split the deck wherever it goes, right there. The uncharted sea. Now, isn't that very true for where we are all at right now? I tell you what, and feeling the world, feeling the weight of the world, that is very true. For me, it's in relying on others, relying on spirit, relying on source to bring about what's necessary, what's needed in life, finances, all the above. The uncharted sea. Your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Like the archetypical hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist the urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here on this journey. You cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a pathmaker, a magical cartographer, who draws your map with your own life force as the ink. This is the day to dive into a novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what this sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious without the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surviving these waters. I hope this resonates with you guys. I love you. Blessings to you, and I hope to see you again next time. Much love. Take care.